أهلين، مساء الخير. وعليكم السلام. هلا سلطان. مياو. أهلين إكس. هلا هلا، حياكم. كيفكم؟ هذا بث ما قبل النوم. حسيت إن لازم أعدل نظامي، فقلت عشان ما أنام خليني أبث شي يخليني صاحية على الأقل لحد 11. صاير نظامي نظام مدارس. رانكي صار 31، ما شاء الله. حلو حلو، ما شاء الله. وعليكم السلام. أهلين سارة. عدلتها يا ولسه يعني في طور حاليا أصحى الساعة 5 الفجر، بجلس كذا مرة مو حلو.
You can run, but you can't hide.
I'll protect us. Nice and spicy. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
هذا المكان الغريب اللي أنا فيه. شوف الكريستالات هذه أول مرة، بس ماني مأشر عليها بالماب.
Nice and spicy.
فكر هي. أيوة خلاص. نظام شيبان. يا بالضبط، اصطفش. ايه نسيت، يا ربي احتاج نوال. ايوه صح، انا الحين تحت رحمة الهارد ديسك حقي. طول امس ما اشتغل، وانا حاطة الجيم فيه، مش في يعني محفوظ في الهارد ديسك، مش محفوظ في البلاي ستيشن نفسه. فلو صار شيء للهارد ديسك خلاص لعبتي كلها بتروح. طول امس ما اشتغل، قلت خلاص فقدت الامل. حتى حاولت احذف اللعبة، احذفها كليا، بس ما رضت تنحذف. ما ادري ايش صار، ولا اقدر انقلها لجهازي. حاولت بعد انقلها لجهازي ما قدرت. بالزني ما حذفتها لانه اشتغل اليوم. والله لو اني حذفتها خلاص يعني ما في امل ارجع العبها. ما احس اني ممكن ابدا من اول جديد. بس ما زلت والله كذا خايفة، في اي لحظة ممكن ينطفي. قلت خلني بسرعة اتقدم في القصة على الاقل. على الاقل اكون لعبت القصة. اللعبة ما تنحفظ بحسابك؟ لا، محفوظة في الهارد ديسك من ذكائي يعني، لأنه خاص أنا ما عندي مساحة في البلاي ستيشن، فشارية هارد ديسك 1 تيرا على أساس يعني خلاص أصير أحفظ الألعاب فيه، لأن أغلب الألعاب أنا ديجيتال عندي ما أخذها CD، فصاير مليان جهازي، اضطريت إني أصير أحملها على الهارد ديسك، فالحين محفوظة في الهارد ديسك مش في الجهاز. وعليكم السلام، هلا جورجي. حسابي باللعبة إيه يعني حفظي السيف داتا كلها محفوظة في الهارد ديسك. يعني تقدمي هذا كله في الهارد ديسك مش في الجهاز. يعني الحين لو أفصل الجهاز ما أقدر ألعب اللعبة، لو أفصل الهارد ديسك ما تنفتح لي اللعبة، حتى لو شريتي جديد يصير محفوظ في السيرفر تبع اللعبة. شلون؟ الحساب اللي في اللعبة؟ طب ليش ما أقدر أفتحها يعني نهائيا؟ أنا حفظتها، هي اللعبة نفسها حفظتها في الهارد ديسك. شخصيات رانك محفوظ.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea?
أنا
Or
حسن
you
خير.
some?
طيب
Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
يعني ها طيب ليش ما تنفتح لي؟ اللعبة نفسها أنا محملتها في الهارد ديسك، يعني ما تنفتح لي بدونه. بس يعني إذا حملتها أوكي يعني إذا حملتها في الجهاز راح أقدر أفتح حفظي، هذا قصدكم صح؟ ما فكرت فيها. يا نحيس. ما أدري أقدر أحملها أجين على نفس الحساب؟ يبيلي أجرب. والله أفتك من الهارد ديسك خلاص ندمت إني حطيته، رغم إنه من غيره ما كنت راح أقدر ألعب ألعاب كثيرة، بس الحين قام ما أدري إيش فيه يفصل فجأة يعلق. حتى أساسن كريد محملته عليه مرة تأزمت. انتي الحين مسجلة كيف؟ هل في ايميل ولا طريقة تقدرين تنقلينه؟ يا مسجلة عن طريق يعني نفس حسابي تبع البلاي ستيشن. ما ادري حتى انا كونفيوزن بالنسبة لي سالفة اصلا نقل الداتا. ما ادري حتى ما جت في بالي. أجرب شوف. بس أنا قهرني إنه حتى اللعبة ما رضت تنفتح معاي، يعني أني محملتها برضو على الهارد ديسك. الحين أنا مو في المكان الصحيح، شو السالفة؟ وهذه كيف أخذها إن شاء الله؟ لازم نتسلى. خذي راحتك بس. من الخشبة ذي. Yeah.
Look up there! That's the
Oh.
jade chamber!
That's pretty high.
Uh,
قطعوا علي. ما خلوني أخذها.
this is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the jade chamber is.
We should have asked.
Well, since we want to go to the jade chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
يلي أحفظ مكانها دي عشان أرجع لها. لحول ما عندي يبيلي
Hey,
أغير.
look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the jade chamber. Yes, this must be the way.
أقدر أرجع أخذها؟ لأني أنا نساية. أقدر أرجع أخذها؟ أوكي ما أدري وين أنا الحين. خلاص. اوكي لازم اغير شخصية عندها الاير. بقى اسبوعين تقريبا عشان يجي زينغلي اخيرا. اسبوعين حلو. راحت علي. تبي اسويها. بس ولا اسويها هذه. بس اوه.
It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it! If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there.
لاحظ كل يبي يسوي مو تشايلد. في كثير يا
Looks like
يبونا.
we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea.
يعني ما ادري ايش دراهم
Why
انه
don't we
قوي.
shoot you
طلعوا
up to the
يعني
jade chamber using the ballista?
قوته وكذا طريقة اللعب. انا ما شفت شيء.
Right. This method does seem a bit unsafe.
فخامة. Yeah. True.
Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
What؟ هذه هي الجائزة؟ What؟ اوكي دام السالفة كذا خلنا اروح هنا اول شيء. اشوف صندوق ما اخذته. هنا بعد في شيء اورب. نزلوها. جلنا ما ادري عن شيء. ايش الالمنتس تبعه؟ يا ساتر.
Into the fire.
لا تضرب يا قبل.
No time to lose.
ما اقدر اغيرها الحين.
Come on, we can do it.
يا كره اللي الحركة. يعلق عليها.
Nice and spicy.
No time to lose.
Booba, get them.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Don't hit child. أي.
It's your mistake.
انتي وين قاعد طالعين؟ يا ربي هذا كيف يوصل غش؟
Nice and spicy.
ما انحرق؟
No time to lose.
دامج.
Nice and
ممكن
spicy.
تنحرق؟ شكرا. باي. أكره وحشي هاي طفش. جاني في واحدة من مهام الباونتي وما قدرت عليه. مرة ما قدرت. يمكن حاولت 5 مرات. كرهني عيشتي. عاد أنا دائما في الباونتي أختار أكثر شيء أصعب شيء. أخي ربي ما عندي. طفش سالفة التغيير هذه.
I will protect you.
لا وش فيني؟ غلط. اوه وات. في مناطق. ايش فيهم بس يعطوني نجمتين وهذا كيف اوصل ان شاء الله. لا تقولوا من باقي لازم اغير. دقيقة البنت اللي البنت اللي معاه بالعكس انا ودي فيها. تذكرني بجانكرات. احس جانكرات نسخة البنت.
Just what will we come across this time?
طيب هذا شيء بينجح. قدرت؟ اوكي. واضح اني ساحبة عليهم كلهم. دقيقة لا حد يبدأ بيغير التيم. ما اقدر الحين. دامت. مين اللي يبي؟
Go, Barbara, go!
أنت.
Let the show begin! Nice and spicy!
صدق. راح يكون يومين اكيد ما يبي لها كلام. ها قلتي لي الالمنت ما قريت وش هو الالمنت تبعه؟ احسه electricity. البنت اللي معاها جيو والله هذا الالمنت اللي ابدا انا ما استخدمه.
I will protect you.
البنت فاير صح؟ اوكي وين؟
Race you!
شكله فوق. هنا ينزل نيازك. يستخدم الرمح. هو نايس.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
من أين الطريق؟ من أين؟ اوكي ايش هالمكان؟ ما ظني جيت هنا ابدا في حياتي. دراي؟
Now I got stomach cramps.
الا تذكرت المكان. اوكي مين انتو؟
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? no. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along.
مطلعين نظريات انه هو على ستار اوف ذا 7 اللي يخلي شخصيتك جيو. ما فهمت.
She pretended
Okay,
to
أصوات
fight us to the
بالبيت
jade
فاطمة.
chamber. Now Paimon's mad. You over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious
ليش
intruders at
توائم
once!
هذولا؟
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. You're toast. Race you. Race you.
شانجلينج يا أخي القتال فيها مرة ساتسفاين.
Who goes there?
تفرد تحرك فيه.
Attack!
أحب أقاتل فيها. وأحب السرعة هذه أنا.
Take the target alive!
مين أنت؟ هذا غير عني قبل شوي. لا طاح. ايوه وش الحل الحين؟ طلع من الدرج. هذا واحد ثاني.
Into the fire.
To arms! Attack!
هذا ايش فيه متحمس.
Take this!
خير خير.
My dinner is attacking me.
Get bested! Who goes there?
What the hell؟
Take the target
خلصوا.
alive!
اوكي اجتمعوا.
Race you.
Riptide!
With the triad!
الله.
Beaten!
Race you.
اوكي ما ابغى يخلصون.
Stop! What's all this about?
هذه مين؟
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to
Kuching?
have designs of the Guizhou
Oh.
ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber?
We're invited guests here to look for the Lilia Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhou ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair. And
5
yet,
stars,
it was
eh?
fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence.
مع ما قد شفت
They're
أحد
just here to
يعني
guard the
يلعب
scene,
فيها بصراحة.
not to arrest anyone.
So this
إيش
was all a
الألمنت في كذا؟
misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway, For a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was...
electricity.
Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each
Favor? But, wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Well then, may we meet again, Traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
مرة سريعة والحشية لما تتنقل بسرعة بين الأعداء.
So,
هذا نوعي
what should we give
المفضل.
to Ningguang when we see her? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift?
So, do you have a recipe?
Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
أكيد عندي كل ال ingredients. اوكي نقدر نروح مشي او طيران. excuse me. في ناس داخلة ما أدري إيش القصة. ما نبي شطحات لو سمحتوا. قاعدين نلعب.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear and very delicious. That's the one.
ولا لا شو
I'm the right
أنا أوريدي عندي. tasty slime. Ooh. Look for ingredients. ايش هي الانجريدينت غير السلايم؟ ما انتبهت.
out of the frying pan into the fire.
غلط. لا تدقق يا سلطان. ليش ما استخدمه خلاص؟ احيانا انسى ان عندي تشايلد استخدم الورق. تحتاجين شخصية كهربائية صدق يا
Or is
مرة.
there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
يا أخيرا فشل. مرة محتاجة.
There's no end to this.
Race you!
You're open.
يا قليل الأدب.
You can run, but you can't.
You're open.
ده مقلوب. بالبطيء قاعد يطيح.
You're open.
Into the fire!
You're open.
نعم.
Nice and spicy.
Okay.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted.
يا أنا حاليا أستخدم
Those treasure hoarders. Their mood
الفاير
was good.
مع
They'd rearrange those
مع
pots of
child.
sweet flowers.
عشان يسوي
When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
شو اسمه ذا البخار.
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry.
يعني بيصيرون
I'll compensate you
عندي
both.
اللي دايما استخدمهم تشايلد وتشانغلينج
Don't say that. I only
فشل.
escaped
مع
this
بعض
predicament because
بيسوون
of you.
شيء
I'm
قوي.
Undan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7. Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know.
Great! Paimon sugar frosted slime now comes in a
أخي ما يعرفون ما يعرفون يسوون مهمات جانبية. أحس كذا يعطونا أي كلام. يعني كل هذا الحين قاعدين نسويه عشان نجيب هدية لما نروح نزور هذيك. أحس مرة ما له داعي.
Now I got stomach cramps.
باختصار يعني يطولونها وهي قصيرة. جربي حتى تعكسيهم حيصير أقوى.
told us that we could get a nice and shiny...
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history.
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
أشوف عنصر أنا ما أقوى عنصر.
Sure, please help yourselves. As long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot
أحس
looks really
كلها قوية
awesome.
على حسب
If we use an antique as our mixing
إذا أنت
bowl, we
مطورها
should be
يعني
able to... It's
ولا لا.
the one and only sugar frosted slime. Careful.
Oh yes.
بس
You
الآيس
might
الآيس
wanna
مرة
use
مرة
these two
رهيب
freshly picked
لأنه يعطيك
flowers as
advantage
decorations too.
لما
It
نجمدهم.
looks beautiful. Great. Now that we've put all that we've got into this box,
بعدين
let's
تصير
go to the
تضربهم
jade chamber
بسرعة.
to see Ningguang.
مرة حلو. يمه دخلت في جمجمة البنت. لحظة قبل شوي شفت فيه. قبل شوي دخلت جمجمتها. لحظة. وين؟
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
ما ضبطت.
Join the adventure.
الآيس حلو لما يكون معك موية يا أبد إكس ولا شخصية تستخدم الموية هتحسون كثار. عندك هذاك الغثيث. يا نشبة. طلع نشبة عند كل الناس. شفت فيديوهات يعني ناس كذا، في ناس طوروه من كثر ما طلع لهم طوروه لآخر شيء، يقولون انه إذا تطور يعني يصير مرة قوي بعد. اخ مستحيل ألعب فيه. يا الكهرباء تركب مع النار. الجيو ايش اللي مناسب يعني اذا كان العدو يستخدم جيو، ايش القوي ضده؟
According to coaching, this is what we should say.
الجيو محايد.
Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
قوي على المدرعين.
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak.
اللي عليهم يعني اللي عليهم شيلد.
Ah, well said. Please use this to ascend to the
بس
chamber.
مش أي شيلد. لازم يكون شيلد
Speaking of which,
جيو.
are you two
ولا.
the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not
I
the
don't
one
know,
for get.
confusing. Yeah? ما يتفاعل مع اللي زيه، عشان كذا يغثوني، لأن أنا ما عندي صنجيو. عندي نويل بس
I've been waiting
يعني
for
ما أقاتل فيها.
returnee from Joyan Karst.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
يا بس ماني مطورتها أبد إكس، أصلا مرسلتها في الإكسبيديشن. هذه الدرجة. هي وكايا وآمبر وهذاك الغثيث مرسلتهم.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it.
أتذكر غثتني هذه لما كنت ألعب فيها، يعني أول ما أخذتها طورتها شوي والله ولعبت فيها، بس ما فهمت طريقتها. أوكي حلو إني كنت أقدر أضرب من بعيد، أنا أحب هذا الشيء، بس الشيلد اللي تحطه أحسيت إنه يوسلس، ما له أي داعي في الحياة.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of.
والألت أحسه نفس يعني
From this
ضرباتها
vantage
بس
point,
أقوى
one may
بشوي.
survey all
ما
of
أدري كيف.
Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it.
الشيلد يرد الأسهم والسحر. المشكلة ما يمدي يعني هم برضو يتنقلون معاي، يعني ما حسيت إنه مرة مفيد إنهم يتنقلون معاي. كل ما رحت يعني مكان ورا الشيلد يجون معاي الأنميز يعني بسرعة، خصوصا اللي يختفون الميج.
At first, it was but the size of one
مرة ما ناسبتني.
Now
أكيد يعني
it
اللي
is
بيعرف
large
لها
enough to blot out the
تكون
moon
كويسة،
in the
بس
skies
ما
above
ناسبتني
Liyue.
أنا أبدا.
One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No, everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti.
Okay, speak again. ما بغيت أطيح.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the Seven.
الشيء اللي يلف بالغير البوكسات والمهام اليومية. المين ستوري خلصتيها؟ ايش بعد؟
You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the Seven. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis?
Okay, أول ما بديت ألعب
Even in a new era, the Liyue
كنت مهتمة بالقصة بس الحين أحس خاص.
That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very
عقدوها.
sudden. Even I was caught
صارت
completely.
معقدة
But our
معلومات
enemy has
كثير
long
كثير
lain hidden
كثير.
within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
خلصت كل شيء صرت أدخل أقتل البوسات. الأماكن اللي كأنها معبد. الدومين قصدي وأخلص المهام اليومية. حاليا ما أدري يعطي XP الإيفنت الجديد. أظن يعطي صح. لما تقاتلين عشان تاخذين هذه الكريستالز شو اسمها لما تكلمين مانا وتعطيك ايه هي استغليها هذه سوي لها فارمين.
What are you two talking about?
Well answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
يلا كملنا لنا ساعة واحنا نتكلم بس. هذا اللي ما يعجبني برضو في مهامهم، ما فيها اكشن كثير. ما شاء الله سارة قبلنا.
Wowee! What a huge hall!
Nice.
Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
أوه. مرة حلو المكان. أوف، هذا مكتبها.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
طيب سارة، شوفي الديسكورد تبع اللعبة، اتوقع هناك تلقين ناس معك ممكن تتفقون إذا عادي يعني تلعبين مع أحد.
Ooh,
غريب.
there's that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept
تعدون
your ear
بعض
to the
يعني.
ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been but the secrets, if possible, I'd like to have your but if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching,
Between your orthodoxy. بختار سايد كيتشنج. هذا شيء مرة بيحدد. ما اتوقع ان الستوري بتتغير صح على خياراتنا. بختار كيتشنج.
you'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Chising, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes.
كذا أحب الأشخاص اللي يفكرون خارج الصندوق.
But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Chising don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions, allowing the right of party.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that
في عالم آخر. في عالم آخر.
It's all right.
I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about...
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy price! Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for! Let's grab one! The biggest one!
شوفي أحد صاحي من القطاوة. لا كلهم نايمين. أبى أحط الكات كامل الحين. أبي أجرب تجربة أولى، قولولي إذا ضبطت.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
في متاجرة في اللعبة مع اللاعبين؟ شلون؟ ما أظن. شلون متاجرة بإيش يعني كيف؟ ما أظن، ما قد سمعت كذا. ولا كان فكت أزمة.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
So, have you made your choice? You don't have to confirm it with me. Just choose one and take it. Afterwards, why not sit down for a while in the Jade Chamber? Or have a short stroll? Rest is also an integral part of any journey. Come now. There's no need to stand on ceremony. Loosen up a little.
ما أدري إيش قاعدة تقول لي ذي. هي من هنا أختار. طلعت لكم الكات كام؟
Is there time for a quick snack?
إكس
I'll whip
اللي
one up in no time.
نايم مايكل.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one.
مايكل نايم في الخيمة، وفي هذا اللي جنبه في موجودة نتوش بس ما تبين. أظن إنها موجودة. أظن إيه موجودة.
La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh?
تمام.
Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says first. That's way out of
تفسر كلامي على
Paimon
كيفها
thinks
وأنا
she's been nothing but...
شخصية صامتة.
Anyway, we'll see if you're on
ما أحب ذا
something.
الشيء.
Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
اوكي وين اللوكيشن؟ لا سيبوني اطلع الحين. وات كانت حبسوني.
Now I got stomach cramp.
لها صوت لما تروحين لحق الشخصيات بس وقت الكلام تصير ساكتة. ياه ما أدري ليه، ما أدري يعني قدرتوا يعني تجيبون مؤدين أصوات لكل الشخصيات والبطلة ما قدرتوا؟ شلون يعني ليه؟ مشكلتي مع شخصية ما لها تعابير. لا تعابير ولا صوت ولا إحساس ولا شيء. يا ولا هي من الشخصيات اللي تحسين إنك متعلقة فيها وتبين يعني تعرفين قصتها تبينها تنجح وكذا. ما في هذا الارتباط معها. مو فاضيين يدفعون شخصيات البنت بالبيت. ليش الولد يتكلم؟ لا تقولين. إذا الولد يتكلم راح أقاطع اللعبة. الإيفنت المخفي أنا سمعت عن إيفنت اللي تدخلين موقع، هو هذا قصدك؟ إذا هو ما سويته أوبس وشك أموت. ما سويته أنا. مهم يعطي أشياء تسوى. من أنتم؟
Please declare your commercial goods.
Okay. خلص أجل. اوكي كان جيت هنا من البداية. ما استخدمت الأكواد أنا. ما يقولون إنها جت بالغلط شوية بعدين شالوها الأكواد، إنها المفروض في الإيفنت الجاي أو شيء، ما أدري، أنا سمعت بس أنا ما لحقت. هذه حاطينها شكل التصوير بس. ست عشان ناخذ لنا صورة. والله حلو المنظر. هذولا كريهين دايما يجون الثلاثي مع بعض. دايما أبدأ في هذا لأنه مشكلة إذا صار يجمد، وأنا شخصيتين عندي موية. المهم إني ما أموت. لا جمدني لا جمدني اصبر. دايما شو جالسة تتكلمين احنا في خط. غريبة ما جو اللي معاه. انت هنا بعد. Don't. هذا مشكلة، هذا مشكلة. ولا كأني أول شيء نحرق. المفروض اني جبت سكروز. نسيت اغير نوع. فصلتني يا غش. غش.
You can run. You can't hide.
ايش هذا؟ ما يمدي. التيمت ما يبقى. شوف ما يبقى. ليش غش؟ بس أخذت مت معاه. وانت تتمشى. Oh my god. دقيقة. ليش تطلعين؟ ليش تطلعين؟ دامت. دقيقة أنا عندي هذه ايش الذكاء؟ نسيت إني عندها لأني أبدا ما إني عندها إنها عندها. أوكي خلاص. لا غلط. اسمع صوت واحد ثاني. ما في أحد. أوه ماي جاد. وين جيت؟ God damn it. Stop moving. Stop moving. وينه ما أشوفه. Oh my god.
Let's move.
ايش فيك تمشي في الحواف وكذا تراك تطفش. خلاص just die. باقي investigate.
Here. And some stacks of blank paper too. Paimon's seen this pattern before. But
بديت أصدق سالفة الحسابات محظوظ والغير محظوظ. يا أنا من المصدقين بهذا الشيء.
Oh, Paimon knows. It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission, being able to channel divine power in battle, and the plot thickens. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. The last stop on our rite of parting preparation. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Okay. من يوم ما جاني سلاح 5 نجوم. أنا كنت أقول نفس الشيء. شو يوم طلع لي تشايلد وقتها كنت أبي ديانا، ولا جاء في بالي أصلا يجيني تشايلد، بس ما أقدر يعني شخصية 5 نجوم وما ألعب فيها، والشخصية الوحيدة اللي عندي 5 نجوم. رغم إني مرة ما كنت أبيه. تبي ديانا وما زلت أبي ديانا. أوه شوف من جاء.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, her take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh.
Okay.
So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face...
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
Okay.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise
هون
me.
اللي يحطوا تشانغلينج أقوى من كلي. ما قد شفت أحد يقول كذا.
No matter what they may be planning.
عاد أنا ما جربت كلي يعني بس.
Always be on your guard.
تشانغلينج عندي
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting?
مرة يعني قوية. بس إني ما جربت كلي يعني، والناس يقولون إنه كلي مرة قوي يعني.
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies?
بس ما أقدر أقول عن
Why
تجربة
all the way
يعني.
out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Chingsa village has glaze lilies.
كلي تصير مرة قوية مع مانا. بس من وين لنا مانا يا؟
Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
Need me to sing?
That's correct. Your singing will surely bring out the strongest fragrance from the flowers.
So how good is your singing?
I'm a pro.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once she starts singing.
يلا ما تغني.
Race you!
أخيرا بنسمع صوتها.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready. Da 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 da.
What? ما أخذتها من باربرا؟
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. It's because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand you.
What? What's going on? ما عجبهم صوتي.
Let the show begin. Come on, we can do it.
خلاص خربطت الدنيا. Oh my god. لا جلدوني.
Goba, get them. Help! My dinner is attacking me. Let's dance.
Oh my god. I'm in trouble. الشخصية الوحيدة اللي أقدر أستخدمها ما عندها هيلث. تموت تموت تموت. لا إذا ماتت أنا رحت فيها. لحظة. خلوها بس خلوها تعالج. Oh my god لا خلاص. امشي. تمشي. Oh my god. يا ربي أحتاج سكر. أحتاج سكر. أنا ليش اللي تعالج عندي تستخدم واتر ليه؟ مرة غلط.
No time to lose.
كمان انحرق. درجة بس عشان غنيت.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
هذه بعد من الشخصيات اللي متحمس عليها أنا.
What's her face? Paimon can't remember.
I think it's هذا. أظن إنها يانغو. مش كانغو. هنشوف صح.
Yangu?
No.
Who's that?
Sorry.
You've completely forgotten my name, haven't you? Ah, that reminds me. How was your
أجل اسمها جان.
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about God.
حتى أنا أحيانا كذا ألف أشياء أسماء من عندي.
I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis
إذا
parted
اسمها
from this world.
كانيو.
If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with... Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of the other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing.
حلوة الاختصارات.
This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden.
فيش اللي قبل كنت أسميها شارلوت؟ Why?
As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Oh my god, Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War.
Oh.
After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
So هي نص إنسانة نص تشيلينج. طب التشيلينج إيش هو؟ دراجون ولا إيش؟
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found.
See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
Interesting.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Okay. أين هو الآن مو متعودين يعني الأحرف إنجليزية تنطق بشيء ثاني. أحس الشيء خربط.
Race you! Race you! Race you! What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and... the Fatui?
Ah, you're the consultant to Wengsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How would...
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
Mr.
Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
طيب توني انتبه لده المنظر. نايس. لا بعيد المكان. مش أقرب لي هذا يمكن. لا للتنمر. طب قولي له لا يطلع لنا عشان ما نتنمر. خلاص. وين المكان؟ ان شاء الله ما عاد يطلع خلاص. يا اخيرا بيصير شيء. اوكي هالمرة ما راح انسى. سكراس يلا. ليش حط الغاء ليه كذا ستارت. اول مرة طلع لي بالبنر العادي. او ماي جاد عاد هذا من احتماليات يعني كثيرة كل لعبة في الاخير يطلع هو. وعليكم السلام. هلا.
Wow! This is the golden house?
بدأ عندك. يا حظك.
It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora.
اي دي باقي نفسه ولا غيرتي اوروبي؟ لا نفسه.
This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they will
ولن يتغير.
few Mora go missing.
خلاص تعبت في ذا الحساب، يعني ما اشوف نفسي ابدا ابدا من جديد، رغم انه هنا حظي ماش. wait. touch a single Mora and we're done for. If it were that easy, this place would have been.
Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right?
الآن وصل رانكي 47 ما شاء الله.
Or better yet,
أنا
we can nap on
36
top of a
الحين.
mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
بطيئة في الطلوع. Better check. Something feels.
Oh, right. Back to business.
سوي تبدأ من جديد ما يسمى من بعد تحديث جاي. خرب الجوائز اللي بالبداية. ليه في شيء تغير؟
It's quiet. Too quiet.
لا يكون قللوها
Someone's
بعد
gotta be guarding something as important
النجوم اللي يعطونك
as the
إياها.
Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
يعطونك بس 300. ما يسوى أبد. يعني الحين اللي يوصل ليفل 7 وكذا هذه خلاص ما فيه. عدهم أصلا قللوها قبل والحين رجعوا قللوها. أحوال. هذا واضح انه مكان باتل صح؟ لهالدرجة ما يبون الناس
You've already
تنبسط؟
fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
أعرف هذا الصوت.
Huh? Who's there?
هذا مو بشايل؟
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would mysteriously perish the very moment I arrived in Liyue, and that the Exuvia would subsequently be hidden away? If it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together, it would have taken me a whole lot longer to get the information I needed. Stopping the Mora mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
هالضحك الفيك.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Off. Okay.
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you.
ماشي ضحكت هذاك. ما ادري اللي معاه التعبان الكيوت.
The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions.
Michael.
But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
اوكي راح نقاتل child.
This chance is hard to come by. So show
أنا
me
أحط
all
child.
you've got.
Oh my god.
So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me.
طب child
And don't
يكون
you
عنده
dare disappoint.
cancellation كاملة لأن ما راح يكون fair يعني. أول شيء أنا نسيت إني أهيل. نسيت أهيل. طيب. دقيقة child. دقيقة. اوكي عطني واحد. هذا لا هذا نفس هذا. لا هذا ب12 جريت ريت 16 وهذا الاتاك. عطني واحد ديفنس.
Clear shot.
اوف لا انت حقك الكانسليشن. اوف ايش هذا حوت. That's not fair.
Nice and spicy.
That's not. Ooh. راح
already.
راح اركض معاك. خلنا نخلص. دقيقة أعطيني هذا.
How unbecoming.
أقول لك. لا. ما يمدي الحين. دقيقة بالستامينا
So quick to flee.
شوية.
Run all you
اوكي دقيقة بس ابيها.
Clear shot.
This is insane. من جدك؟ وقف.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
هذه ما راح تسوي لك شيء.
You're wide open.
No. خلاص عاد خلاص ندير الحركة درينا.
Let the show begin.
Celestial Voyager!
Oh no. No.
Try this.
ليش؟ متأخر يسوي الأكشن.
Run all you like.
يا كريه.
So quick to flee. A clear shot.
ما يمدي أسوي له أي شيء. شوف الكريه.
How unbecoming.
خلاص. ما عندي. أبي بس شوية ينحرق عشان أستخدم ماي تشايلد.
Poor time. You've made some progress. Guess I should take you. Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you.
What?
That just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a harbinger.
صغير صار شو اسمه؟ electricity. What's going on? No.
Amateur.
ليش تضرب نفسك؟ ليش تضرب نفسك؟
No time to lose. I'll crush you.
Animal testing.
Oh no. ايش هذه يعني ما في مفر منها؟ لا لا غلط غلط. ايوه خلنا هي شوي عطني بريك. هنا.
Something else catch your eye? Riptide.
وينه؟ هاي ما كان قصدي؟
Animal test 6308. Boba, get them.
هاي.
All you do is run. Eat this.
Oh no 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 no.
Gotcha.
أيوة. No stop هذا غش اللي قاعد تسويه ما زين. آخر. عندي إحساس إن هذا مو آخر شيء. واو صار.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive.
شكله رهيب كذا.
But
نبي هذا
that's
السكين.
about as far as you'll get.
كذابين هذه حتى ما كانت موجودة.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
اوف عصبناه الحين، عصبناه صدق. أوه. شكله رهيب. أوه. وات كذا برجاه الاسم.
This is going to cost you.
I'm dead, I'm dead. Oh, now I'm dead. Oh my god, شكله رهيب. Shut up. لحظة ايش لا ايش الالمنت؟
Hand the gnosis over now. Don't make me take it from you.
Take it?
Ooh. Okay, calm down.
Stand clear.
Calm down, sir. هو ينحرق يعني أقدر.
No time to lose. No time to lose.
I know. Don't do that. Oh my god. No. ليش كنت أغير؟ ليش في كول داون؟ ليش في كول داون للتغيير؟ أيها الغشاش. دقيقة خلنا هيل
Die here.
Into the fire.
Don't be rude now. No. لا تهرب من my ultimate. لا تقتل ماي جيرل. لا تقتل ماي جيرل اللي اعتمد عليها، لا تقتلها. No, don't do that. تعال ارجع. Oh no. That one hurt.
Stand clear.
Come on. لحظة بس شوية. No. ما هي يصيبك. نبدأ أسوي. كنت عارفة أن هذه اللي بتقتله. كنت أنتظر أعطيه ذا أحرقه عشان بسرعة أحط شايلد وأدخره.
Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off.
Oh my god. دقيقة خلنا ارتاح. أعشق الدارك سايد هذا يا ميتو. اي 36 الحين الرانك. الله يبارك فيك يعني كذا خلصنا.
It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through.
هزم نفسه بنفسه.
And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Because I'm collecting the powers of the 7 elements.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I agree.
I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Oh. أما still alive?
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least.
Hey,
It
that's
seems that
good.
the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. I absolutely detest working with those who are weaker than I. The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. I seldom willingly mingle with any dull and boring weaklings who think otherwise. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
ماش ما يكون صاير مؤدب ما تحرك من خيمته يا نايم. شاهد هو البوس الثالث. مع التنين والذيب. حلو خصوصا انه مش صعب مرة. زي التنين والذيب. ولا يمكن عشان ليفله مو عالي الحين.
Osial,
أكيد بيعلون ليفله بعدين.
Overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
اللي يطفشني صراحة للحين التنين.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
I saw you research with my own eyes. I've been trying to duplicate them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle.
هو أهم شيء إنك تكونين وراه يعني في المكان اللي أحس واقف فيه تشايلد صح؟ يعني ما تكونين قدامه. إذا سوى الحوت.
Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
شوف ايش صاير.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
اوف. What's happening? في battle هنا?
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Oh. Wow.
Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Joe.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millelith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? So will the power of the Qixing, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
في الأخير تكون ماي باتل وحدي.
Yep.
مستوعبين هذه لعبة مجانية؟ أنا مو مستوعبة. جو الشلة.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several months. Let one see what you are made of then. What strength remains within you?
أوه لازم أحمي هذه. انتبه.
I miscalculated.
في حد. أوه. اوريدي في مطر. لو عندي شخصية آيس كان يا سلام. I'll protect you with my life.
That is Osial's divine power. I am. Be careful not to get hit.
Oh.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
Oh my god.
How dare we?
Oh no.
Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Oh my god.
Were you about to say?
No.
Children?
Don't. عاد جابوا هذول أخس شيء مرة أقوياء وسريعين. نو هذا صار النص. دائما قاعد تقول أشياء بس ماني قاعدة أركز. تقولون في أحد وين؟ نو 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 نو. يا ربي ما ينحرقون. ما أقدر أسوي شيء. لحظة. كلها محاولات. هذا أخذ شيء. هذا أخذ شيء بشخصيات الموية. No 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 no.
And fight with all your might.
Stop. Stop يا مريض. يا مريض. يا مريض. ماني قادرة لا هذا خلاص. هذا باقي في الهلت شوي. الأهم شيء إني فتحت الألت وما في حد. شو السالفة؟ أنا مين عالجني؟
Spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
What?
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them for that.
ايش حطيتي؟ نو قالت لي المصدر. خير انت ليش متحمس؟ ليه؟ هذاك المشكلة، هذاك لا حد يقرب منه. لا 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 لا، انت لازم تموت اول. تبع الجليد هذا لازم يموت.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
No, ho 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 ho. ايش سويت؟ ليش طلعت سويت الألت؟ فجأة اختفوا. ما ادري ايش قاعد يصير. في احد قاعد يساعد صح؟ شيء هنا لا حد يجي. صار مرة أقل من النص. نو.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning.
What?
Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
توني أنتبه في وقت.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
اوف حماس. كنت اخلى جو. راح ياكل مايكل. شاو أحسه بصير فخم وقوي بشكل يا خلاص كثرت الشخصيات اللي نبيها مشكلة.
Is it finally over?
Think so.
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
إيه صح هي تجيك إذا صرت 20.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago.
يقولون ما عاد أقدر أخذها لأنها جت بالحدث اللي بشهر أكتوبر. لا أتوقع هذا حدث منفصل. يعني هم عطوا باربرا مجانية بس ما لها علاقة باللي بتجيك في ليفل 20 أتوقع يعني بس ماني متأكدة 100%.
Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing, I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule, but I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourself?
I apologize for appearing in full armor.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve. Although their blood is weak, the time of contracts between gods and Liyue has...
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you?
Your line of inquiry is askew.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Conqueror of Demons?
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Oh.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that... Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out.
ولا قال لنا اسمه. اوه يا اتذكره. واضح انه بيكون شخصية مهمة.
But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up.
كل الشخصيات المهمة لابسة ملابس غريبة. على طول أصلا تعرفين هذا بيكون من الشخصيات.
Still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too? Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the adeptiless right of parting?
هايمان لسه تتكلمين يا الله ما تتعبين.
No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor. Now I got stomach cramps.
أحس كذا أحتاج أنام بعد دي المعركة. خلاص وش يبي فيني يعني؟ قام أكل. تعال مايكل 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 ولد، شوف 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 معطيني ظهره، معطيني ظهره. مايكل.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for
دقيقة.
ingredients. If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
طالع حسرة. عشان تشوفونه واضح. ليش زعلان؟ ليش زعلان؟ ونتوش أبدا مو مبينة. نتوش داخل هذا الأخضر بس مو مبينة أنها صمطوطة. راسها وطعم. اوكي راح اوقف البث الحين عشان انام وما يتخربط نظامي اكثر من كذا. من يوم حلقتي وصار شكله يضحك. لا يسمعك تجرحين مشاعره. أنا أحب شكلهم ومحلق أكثر. شكرا لكم على المتابعة.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
أوكي. تصبحون على خير.